Hi guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're going to take a look at a series of bands that are available for the Samsung Gear S3, both Frontier as well as the Classic. Today we're going to be looking at bands and testing them on the Frontier that we have in our studio. So let's go ahead and check them out. Now, one of the coolest things about the remake of the Gear S3 and both the Frontier and the overall Classic model is the fact that you can use standard watch bands, 22 millimeter watch bands. That really opens up a wide variety of colors and use cases that you can use when it comes to just accessorizing and changing your watch bands. So here I have several that we're going to take a look at. We're not going to put on every single color, but one of the things I just wanted to highlight. And we'll put the links for the products on the bottom of the YouTube channel. But just to show you how this works, we're going to open up this one right here, and these are silicone watch bands. I think the kit that I looked at, there's about 6 different color watch bands for $16 to $20, which is much more affordable than buying the Samsung one that you have on the Samsung store. Now, again, silicone material, very soft on the bottom, has this pattern right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, this is the one that I got on Amazon. This is, and we'll compare like to like, so we'll do this one. And this is the one that came with the actual Frontier. So let's get that a little bit closer. As you can see, they have the same pattern, they look the same, they actually feel the same, but what you're getting is a total different color and at a much affordable price. So push this over to the side. The other thing is switching the bands is really easy because you have this little mechanism right here, and this is something that's called quick release. So with the quick release, you can actually switch your bands really easily. So this is what this would look with your watch. So some people like accessorizing purses, gym shoes with their outfits. So if you have red gym shoes, you can have a red band. If you have a red purse, you can have a red band. So you can switch it up. So all of these bands are pretty much the same. You'll notice that it does come in a green. So this is kind of like a navy, or not a navy, an emerald green. You do have also this bright yellow, which I also like a lot. You have white. And I think white is probably a cool color, especially as you're going casual. So if you're going really casual, I think that the white is a nice color. Here we have a navy blue. So navy blue is nice, and the red that you just saw. So we're going to put that on the Frontier in a second. Now the other option is to go with leather, and I have several leather bands here. And what we'll do is we'll start with some of these so that you can take a look at it. Now I like leather a lot. The leather bands are really neat. We'll just open this up really quick. So now this band right here is a crocodile band. It is, again, has real nice texture to it. It's a leather band. It does have, as I highlighted earlier, it has that quick release that you see right there, and it's a 22 millimeter band, and it has some really nice stitching that highlights the band itself. If we take a look at the watch right here, and we were to put the band next to it, you'll see that it kind of dresses up the watch. It takes it from being a very sporty watch to more like semi-sport, semi-dress. Now, because this is leather, and this is pretty much the rule with all leather bands, the leather bands tend to crack with use. And also as you sweat, what ends up happening is these little holes right here could stretch. So that's why I always recommend this type of locking mechanism. And I already showed you a video on how you'd install that when we did that for this one right here. So this is a real nice option if you want to address your version of your Frontier or of the Classic. Now this band is a silicone band. It is a sporty band, and you notice it's two-tone, and it comes in multiple colors. You really don't see much of the red unless you look at it from the side, but when we put it on the watch, it also transforms the watch and it makes it look a more sporty watch. I would put it like very European in kind of design. Features the same thing. It features the quick release on each side, and I think that it makes the watch look pretty cool. It's also again available on Amazon and very inexpensive. Now here's another leather band, and I want to say of the leather bands that I have, probably this is going to be my favorite. I like it's genuine leather, 22 millimeters. You'll notice that it has that quick release as well. This is what it's going to look like on the watch. And I like the fact that it has that light stitching. I like the finish, so it has kind of a suede feel to it. And I like the fact that it has a dark locking mechanism, and this is probably going to be one that I'm going to switch to this type as well. But again, You can see how that's going to look, and we'll put it on in a couple seconds. It makes the Frontier look a lot nicer, and I bet on the Classic it'll look even better. Now this band is another leather band, also features the quick release type feature. It's kind of like a cognac color, but once again, when you see the combination, when it comes to the browns that we have already seen, I think that this is also my favorite when it comes to the the differentiation going from black to this kind of cognac brown. Again, giving the watch a more elegant business look versus this casual look. Now this is the last band that we're looking at, and at first glance when you look at it, it looks like it's a leather band, and this is what it would look like when it's on. So it's going to again give your Frontier in this case a really upscale look. I really like the way the black and the white thread looks on the watch. It's pretty cool. But this is silicone. So this is a rubberized band, silicone band that you're going to be able to use, and you could actually use this as an athletic band. So you can go running with this. You don't have to worry about it. It's not going to stretch because again, it's made out of that silicone material. But it also is one of those types of bands that unfortunately does not have the quick release. So one of the things that you could do is you can actually purchase. So you can actually purchase the quick release mechanisms and then swap them out. Now when you do that, you are going to have to mod the silicone somewhat, and I would be really careful, but use an X-Acto knife to cut out a piece of the band right here. That way you can use this this kind of quick release pin, and I'll put a link to a set of these quick release pins because you're not going to find every band on the market, especially the ones that you may like and are stylized, that have the quick release function. So just pop this pin out and put in a quick release one, and you're set to go. So this is what the watch looks like with the red band. I'm not going to put them all on, but I just wanted to give you kind of the look. So again, I think it looks pretty sporty. Great if you have something to match it with red. Really nice. So here's the white. Again, I want to say probably one of my favorites. So look how that looks. Here's the yellow. Also looks really good. Actually, I'll flip that around. Now here's the one that is that brown cognac. Look how nice that looks. Here's that brown one that we were looking at. Look how nice that looks. Put it on my wrist. Really, really changes the overall look of the watch. Here's that sports band. So you can see right here what it looks like. Looks really sharp as well. I won't be able to show this band since I still have to mod it. I have to cut it out to show it. But once again, as you saw, I'm just going to show you what it looks like if it's just placed in place right here. Also gives you a really nice looking watch and really transforms the way the watch looks. So this concludes my review of all these watch bands and how they look on the Gear Frontier. If you have any comments or questions about this video, leave it in the comment area below. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And as always, don't forget to share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.